You guys got an organization here that's just extraordinary. You're the future. You're showing people that you can be an owner, not just an employee, right?
What this model does for people's lives is a movement.
And not only are we going to be the largest and most influential real estate company, but we will be the most productive real estate company as well. I never get tired of watching that video. It always pumps me up because that is the video that we play when we get to announce another rock star partner leader that has decided to join forces with eXp and our amazing partners at Global Alliance and the Honey Badgers and all the communities that we have that just make up such amazing leaders. And today is the moment, the time right now that we're going to announce Michelle Reyes out of South Florida. Michelle, welcome. We're super, super pumped to just share with our little real estate world that you have decided to join forces with eXp. Girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, from the minute you and I connected, there was instant energy, there was instant synergy, Latina, Puerto Rican as well. And you obviously are from New York. You have a background in physical education, so a passion for education and helping people. But, you know, real estate, and you cross paths in Miami, right? You're very passionate about all that's happening in Miami. But, you know, I'd love for people to hear a little bit about you. But before we go into that, I want to say, everybody watching, you are just going to, her energy is contagious. So get ready to be inspired. Michelle, thank you. Welcome. Tell everybody a little bit about you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I don't know, about 25 years ago, I came to Miami on a Hispanic conference for the YMCA. And it was at that moment that I was like, wow, you could live like this all the time. People didn't believe it. I had a really good job at that moment. I owned the house over there and I didn't care. I fell in love with Miami.
Wow.
Since then, at first I was teaching here for the first couple of years. Someone in my family offered me the opportunity to do real estate. And he says, I think you'd be really great at it. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And then the rest is history. I've lived in a lot of different communities in Florida. I transferred my life once to Homestead when there was a boom there at one point. And I was working at the Job Corp YMCA, and I was also doing my real estate. Ultimately, it got to a point where I was hiding under the desk, calling clients back. So that was the moment that I said I had to make a choice, and I decided to do the real estate full time. And I've been with great brokers in my past that I learned a lot from, but I always felt that I needed to grow. So ultimately, I started the Realty Sunshine Group, and I took a path with that for 5 years. And towards the end of the 5 years and Corona impacting the last 2 years, you know, I made the decision that I wanted to be, and I was always watching eXp, and I was always excited about things that I saw, but I had to go pursue my own journey of doing my own brokerage. But in the end, it was really owning me, and I didn't own the company. And I saw a lot of value just to be with a company that has a national footprint. And so if I want to recruit in another state, I don't have to go getting a license in another state, and I can just start building and recruiting there. I'm ultimately excited also because I am a Latina of Puerto Rican descent, and we are open in Puerto Rico. So I'm, you know, it's always been on my bucket list to do stuff out in Puerto Rico and in New York. That's where I'm from. So I want to take advantage of the fact that, you know, we have such a broad network. And even if people are not connected, what's awesome is anywhere that I have, I'll put it this way, any referral that I get, I know that there's an agent fingers away, someone dynamic that we could connect them to, even if it's not us, you know, our team. And it's like one big giant family.
You know, it's just every time I hear you speak, I'm inspired because I'm watching what you're doing. I watch how you see the bigger picture. You know, again, even your story of coming from New York and you seeing opportunity here and you going from, you know, your career to then transitioning to real estate, you know, always telling us these stories of, even hiding underneath the desk. I remember that. I connect with that. Being a broker, trying to have to figure it out on your own. We had to figure out our own journey, and then realizing, wait, there's more. If I plug myself into a platform that will allow me the ability to do X, Y, Z, right? You're not saying that you can't be a successful independent brokerage on your own, but there were so many more other things that you felt that you wanted to do, which was your global expansion footprint, to make an impact in your, let's say, cultural, let's say heritage, or connect with your people, right? But you also, like a coach, you have so many people who watch what you're doing and they say, Michelle, can you coach me? You're like, what's the platform that I have there? Why I could partner with people, right? I could show people what's working in our business when we were talking. And like, you also have like on the air, live mic. You're a person who, like, you're diving deep into video. If you guys want to see how it's done, how to successfully launch at eXp and buy and get plugged in from the beginning, go to her website. Her website, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's posted in the comments. She's already got everything like legit branded. Like, dude, I am proud to be a part of eXp Latino. I am proud to be a part of eXp. She is proud to showcase the community that she says, hey, there's not a lot of Miami agents here. Don't worry. We're going to bring the Miami agents here because this is the best platform. But she is not messing around. The energy. Let me just tell you a little bit more about what she's got. She's got this thing called the welcome box, right? The welcome box, which is fire. And we're going to post some pictures of what that looks like in the link for you guys to see this. And as you can see, I'm super pumped about this. It is a mobile podcast studio that her and her partner go around to tour to show people about what's going on in Miami. Also do podcasts, also help real estate agents. Like, the list goes on about what it is to be a rock star leader and plugging yourself in. She was already doing wonderful things. What she's doing now is just simply taking everything she was doing that was wonderful, plugging it into this platform to rocket launch, to take it to the next level. But now she can help more people. She can connect. And this is why I'm so excited about this, because I'm over here like, we're getting a bus. We're getting a mobile podcast. We're getting a mobile video streaming, tool so we can provide resources, but we share. So Michelle, when you and I were talking, like, we were already doing great things separately. And, Sherry Ann, who obviously was the one who introduced us to us, she was like, you guys should connect. Next, now we're inspired to be like, what else can we do, right? And what if we could bring our worlds together and like inspire people, help people, show them what's working? You actually do town tours. And you were telling me about Edgewater, how that's the #1 most attractive zip code, right? That people are wanting to move to because of the history of what's happening there with the Twin Towers that are going to be built in Miami. But you are doing it, video, building the business, willing to take risk, willing to plug in, and you're showing people that they can also do this and follow you. So I'm just grateful that now we have a coach like you in our network that is really putting in the work, that has done the work and is not afraid to put ourselves out there. You are relevant. You stay relevant. You pivot. I don't know. It's just something about being a Latina and also a New Yorker. It just, you got that vibe, right? But I just want you to know how inspired I am and how lucky I feel that eXp, but the industry now in general, gets to experience your magic and what you are doing and how you're helping. And really, people can watch what you're doing, emulate, and say, I could grow my real estate business by just watching Michelle and doing what Michelle's doing. It's pretty awesome. What are you most excited about? When you were looking at eXp, you named a couple things about obviously the global expansion and all that. What is, the #1 thing that you were like, that just finally said, I have to move my company. I'm moving to eXp.
So the #1 reason is not everybody loves Miami, even though I love Miami. So I kind of wanted to be connected to Orlando. So when my cousin Sherry Ann called me and told me about you, and I did my research and I saw what you guys were doing, and I was like, oh my God. Because other amazing people I also spoke to, but at the end, with the culture, what I'm trying to do, I really have this vision with, what's going on with downtown. Ultimately, you'll be able to take a plane to Miami International Airport, possibly stay right in downtown, have a good time. Everything's within 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I'm talking about the beach, this and that. But the train is right downstairs in downtown Miami, the Bright Line. and you'll be able to hop on that train and wind up on the other side. So I wanted to be connected with a group of people that when I have my clients on this side, when they get to the other side, we got the welcome wagon waiting for them over there. So we want to give an experience. And another thing that I'm really excited about, I have another little company. It's called Realtors TV. That's my video platform. And I have so many different opinions on the whole video stuff, but I always remember what one billionaire said. And he said, as long as the content is good and interesting, you'll watch something that's shaky and rattly. So at the end of the day, I do raw and real videos. Some of them are raw, and raw as in showing the ugly air conditioner, showing the crack in the sky, the ceiling. And so that tour, for example, that's a buyer tour. So you can get on a plane if you want to, spend airline tickets, hotel, food, and all that, or you can pay me. And if you have a signed contract with me, we'll do some activity for free. But the bottom line, I'll save you all that money because I will show you all the properties. I know from experience that when people come and they're relocating from one state to the other, you don't find the property right there in the first trip. Now you're going to come back every time. So that's a lot of money. So so I say save it till the end. I'm going to show you the top 3, videos of things. Like I can't go video 20 properties. So they got to like limit it and scale it down to their top 3 and their top 5. And then we'll send somebody to videotape it. But the point is we'll get the raw and the real, the ugly, the beautiful, the real. And we're excited about that. And then our real videos are just, they're professionally done. We pay people to do them. And if that's what the person wants. So that's like our seller videos. So if we're trying to sell $1 million property, we try to match the video to that quality. So we just aim to service the seller and the buyer, but they're 2 different distinct services.
I love it. And I love how innovative you are, and you provide services that people are happy to pay for and happy to leverage your experience. And like you said, people are saving trips. I also know that you are committed to helping agents and coaching agents and showing agents what's worked for you with your experience in the business, which I'm excited for. So like I said, agents, if you want to know a little bit more about Michelle, go to her website. Like she's an open book, like shares it all. And she's very much like me. We give it all away, watch what we do, be inspired. If you need help, give us a call because we're not afraid to show you what's working for us. Real quick, how could people, other than obviously going to your website, how could they reach you, like on social media? Is there a preference platform that you prefer? Is it Instagram or Facebook?
I've been old school with Facebook for a long time. There's so many different platforms to catch up with. So I am in Instagram as well. And I'm heavily on YouTube because right now video is everything.
That's what I wanted. That's where I wanted to go. So agents, if you're not doing video, if you're not on YouTube, what's your excuse? What is your excuse? You got Michelle here saying like, look, I'm old school. Supposedly I'm old school, but I don't think she's old school because she's on the new school. She's with what's relevant, what works, right? Facebook works for her. It's the community that works for her. She's not trying to be someone she's not. She does real raw videos, right? Doesn't matter if they're shaky. At least the content's good. People are watching. Plus, you're going to find her on YouTube dropping content. And listen, this is what I'm telling you is like when we've got people like this who are walking the walk and willing to share, this is who you should reach out to. I'm super pumped for you, Michelle. I'm super pumped for us. I'm super pumped for our partners. The welcome box, I'm super pumped for that. As you know, we're going to be visiting down in South Florida for some events. And that connection to Central Florida is really big for us. And also that connection that we have to New York, to Puerto Rico, to all over is just the beginning of what our footprint is going to continue to do at eXp. And we're just so grateful that eXp is the platform, but then we also choose our people and our tribe within eXp. And I'm just glad that you chose us and you chose to partner with a group that's, like you said, was aligned to what you're wanting to build, and we can all inspire each other. Guys, if you're thinking about eXp, listen, we've got another amazing, independent, successful leader here who saw an opportunity, already successful in our own space, but saw how could we get there quicker together? We are better, faster, stronger together. This is just another example. I want you guys to be on the lookout. I want you guys to go follow Michelle. I want you to go to subscribe to her channel. I want you to, if you want to learn more about what's happening in Miami and the connection to Central Florida, and you just want to connect with her, do not hesitate, because what you'll find with leaders like this is it is part of our DNA to give. It is part of our DNA to help people. And even if you never join eXp, we're just excited to share what we're doing, and hopefully we can help you with your business. Michelle, any final words for everyone who's listening?
So I just want to end it with the welcome box a little bit. So the welcome box originally was, just a thought and a conversation. And, my partner took it to another level, and I'm really excited. And I just want to say, every team everywhere has its own vibe, right? So I already told you, when I chose my occupation, I chose an occupation that I didn't have to work. I could work with insurance, that I got the summers off. I was off by 3 p.m. So even like real estate, I try to make everything fun, whatever I do. So that being said, when we go out on this bus, we're going to go out into events, and we are recruiting people that want to be on our bus. And the only criteria is, you got to be like a kind of happy person. You can't be serious and you can't be shy. So that's just like a given. And then we want to have an agent that knows their community like the back of their hand in multiple communities. And then once we have that, we'll make a schedule for the bus, because obviously I can't be there everywhere. All right. So we are looking for, and right now I'm just calling it out there, we're looking for our first 10. So the first 10 that want to be part of something special, and we are committed to helping you get your first 10. And I will carry bricks, but only 50% of the bricks. And you got to carry the other 50%. If you want me to carry 60% of the bricks, it's just not going to work.
I love that.
All right.
That is exactly what I love about going into business with leaders. We're super crystal clear as to who we want to be in business with. And this is a relationship, and a relationship is 50-50. A relationship is not what can you get from me and only from me, and not what you can contribute back. And this is the type, we're going to hold these bricks together. But I love that you said, I'm going to go get my first 10 partners I want to partner with that are going to have an opportunity to not only learn Miami, grow in Miami, or grow in their market and learn what the welcome box and learn how we're growing. But on top of that, help you go get your 10 and help you go get your bricks. So I love this. Thank you so much for inspiring us. And I just also want to leave with this. Thank you for sharing what your schedule looks like, of how you block out time to take care of your elderly mother, to then say, my day starts, Veronica, at this time, because it starts off with first taking care of my mother, who's 80 something years old, right? And taking care of her health, to then come in and do what I got to do for my business, but the freedom that you're building so that you could provide the life that your, legacy is going to continue to bless your family with. I just want to say you're inspiring to me. And like I told everyone when they first tuned in, you're going to be inspired. You're going to definitely love Michelle's energy, and she did not disappoint. Welcome, Michelle, to eXp. We are lucky to have you. We can't wait to grow with you. We can't wait to meet all your partners and everyone that is just going to be a part of this ride. And you guys will hear so much more from her. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon. Welcome to eXp, my friend.
Excited to
and I might stop bleeding.
So I ask you today, what is one life-changing decision that you haven't made? Who is the one person that you haven't called? What is the one strategy that you haven't implemented that could radically change your life? I ask you today not to blink.
The fun I'm having now. I get to do what I enjoy doing the most. And the biggest thing is this fun scales as your group scales.
Never met a match I couldn't handle.
Every day, build each other up and keep building and keep building. I didn't come for money, but my kids will.
Pondered for days, what would be the message? What would move you when my time is so short? Then it hit me like bricks, and here is the message. Real estate is a faith-driven sport.
We can all build dreams together.
It's all about proven, repeatable system.
It's all about freedom and setting up a framework for freedom.